Welcome, and in this video I'll be talking about 3 habits I formed and learned through getting sick. The reason I wanted to make this video was because I recently got sick, and I'll get into that in a second. And instead of just saying I got sick, that's why I've been gone for a while, I wanted to explain this a bit more. And I wanted to make an interesting video where you also take something away instead of just learning about what happened to me. I think that's far more interesting and it's far more valuable to you guys. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I thought of 3 habits I started to pay more attention to and started forming and formed through being sick. Well, let's first start a bit with a story, and this story is gonna also talk about where I've been. If you're not interested, you can just skip it. There's a timeline for everything, but for those who are interested, just a quick minute. About a couple weeks ago, I think it's around 2 weeks now, I got a lung inflammation or a phonemia, and I also got a couple other complications in combination with each other, and this caused me to be hospitalized. I'll put a picture up while I'm talking about it, or a couple pictures. And yeah, pretty bad experience. I was in the hospital for a couple hours. They released me late at night, and yeah, afterwards I had to take pills. I was on maximum dosage of antibiotics, and now I'm almost off antibiotics. It's I think I have 1 more day left or something like that. I also recently went to the doctor to plan a checkup and to have a quick basic checkup, and they said it looks very good, and it looks like it's pretty much gone, like there's nothing left of it. So I'm pretty positive, and that's why I'm back, and I hope that when I get the full checkup it's all good. So yeah, that was my quick story. Let's get straight into the habits, because I formed these habits because they stood out to me, the things that stood out to me while I was getting sick, which I thought, hey, these are the things I formed, these are the things I learned, and these are the things I paid attention to when I was sick. And these things are really, really valuable, and I think if you take them with you, you can use it to your advantage. It's a great skill. So let's get into the first one. The first habit I formed, and the most important one in my opinion, is the problem-solving habit. Now, this sounds weird, but what this habit means is when I was sick, I was limited. I was very, very limited. And you have a lot of guys who go into that, okay, I'll lay down, I'll do nothing, and I'll go into all my bad habits. But instead, think of ways to go around it. For example, I wasn't allowed to exercise, I wasn't allowed to go near water, and I wasn't allowed to strain my body, even in the slightest bit. How did I overcome this? How did I make sure I wasn't letting go of all my habits? I started doing 1 push-up every 5-10 minutes. And I made sure to not strain my body. So if I noticed, okay, maybe not 1 push-up right now, because I think my body, after doing 30 for example, might not take it that well, I didn't do it because I wanted to make sure I recovered. Recovery is really important, and I'll get into that in a second. But this mindset of being like, okay, I have this problem, I want to exercise and I need to stay healthy, I need to keep these habits, but I have all these restrictions on me, and I could just laze around because that would be justified, and it would fit into the basic prescription. Now, it's actually what I'm supposed to do. Or I could see, okay, how can I use these restraints and keep them on me so I can still recover at my full potential, but actually keep those habits, keep those self-improvement habits like exercising. And you can do that by simply doing a single exercise, a single rep of a certain exercise which you can easily do. Not like a handstand push-up, for example, which is harder. Just something basic like a simple push-up or a single sit-up. 1. And you'll do that for an hour every 10 minutes. And you'll have 6 push-ups. Okay, you've done it for 4 hours now, because it's every 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to do something else. And that was what I started to form. So I read through books. I made sure to use my time and allocate my time in a way where I was solving the problems I was facing and actually took the harder way out. And that's a habit I think is very important for people, because I see this a lot. People are getting sick and then they'll let go. Then they'll lose their ties to self-improvement. So make sure to do that when you're getting sick. Second habit is a water bottle. I needed to keep a water bottle with me for a long time because I wasn't allowed to drink big sips. I had to take like really small bits every like certain amount of time, and a lot. I was also dehydrated. This was a reason for it. I needed to drink water, a lot of water. So basically I had to carry a bottle around with me. And this actually is something which I thought, wait, that's a great habit, because if you carry a water bottle with you, you'll make sure your body is well hydrated. And I think this is, a lot of people are suffering from dehydration. Get a water bottle, just make sure you drink constantly. If you just have it with you, you'll be more inclined and you'll probably drink more water simply by having it with you. So just that basic, simple habit of carrying a water bottle with you will make you drink more water and help you stay healthy. Because if you're focused on staying healthy, but you're not drinking enough water, then you'll still be less healthy. So please pay attention to it. It's very important. So that's my second habit. Carry a water bottle. And now the third habit, I would say to you guys, is make sure to rest. That's my third habit. It sounds weird, and I've been telling everyone, be obsessed, be obsessed, be obsessed. And it's true, I still believe in that, firmly. What I mean with this is make sure to rest when you're sick and when you need it. So for example, maybe I should take a quick walk instead of sitting behind the computer and working all the time. Give your body some lenience when you're sick or when you notice you're sick. I noticed this when I was recovering. When I was recovering, I wanted to push myself real hard, but I had really low blood pressure. And this got amplified by being sick, and that was also one of the complications I had. My blood pressure was very, very low. So if I did too much, or I could stand up and I feel myself getting like lightheaded, this shows I needed to show my body a bit more lenience. I shouldn't just do all this push-up right now. I'm lightheaded. Let's take a quick breather, rest a bit, sit in the chair, lay on the bed real quick. Because laying, for example, was a way to get my blood pressure to rise and to calm my body down. So sometimes you just need to do that. Instead of me feeling lightheaded and still pushing through that and then just dropping unconscious because of my low blood pressure, it was the better choice to just sit down real quick, because it was what my body needed for recovery. And I think I give credit to this. I give the credits of recovering so fast to this fact. I gave my body the ability to rest enough. Get those hours of sleep. Make sure your body can actually recover, because that's what it needs when you're sick. So that's my final habit. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for listening. I'm happy to be back. I'll be uploading a bunch. I'm happy to go into it. I know it's going to be a very, very busy year for me because I'm in one of my most difficult years. But I know I'll push through. I know it will be going great. I'll be focusing on making amazing videos, improving my videos, and making sure to put out content for you guys there. And I hope this is a great starter for my return. I hope you guys enjoyed it, learned something, and I wanted to thank you guys. Work hard, stay hard, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.